Pluto has sent Earth a love letter. Don't laugh, this is no joke. In 2015, after 9 years of a long journey covering 5 billion kilometers, NASA's spacecraft finally captured the first high-resolution images of Pluto. Scientists were stunned the moment they saw them. This celestial body, once removed from the list of the solar system's 9 planets, actually featured a massive heart-shaped pattern on its surface. How big is it? Almost the size of the entire state of Texas. Coincidence or what? But what's even more amazing is that this heart faces away from Pluto's largest moon, Charon. In other words, Pluto is keeping its heart pointed toward Earth forever. Romantic, isn't it? Don't get swept away just yet, because the next discovery will completely overturn what we thought we knew about this dwarf planet. It's not a dead, frozen rock, and beneath the surface there could be a hidden liquid ocean. Let's start with how humans managed to capture this image. Before 2015, Pluto appeared as just a few blurry pixels in our eyes. Even the Hubble Space Telescope could only detect scattered color patches. After all, it's extremely far from the Sun and very small in size. But NASA wasn't satisfied. In 2006, they launched a spacecraft called New Horizons, its sole mission to reveal Pluto's true face. How impressive was this spacecraft? It set a record for the fastest spacecraft ever launched by humans. It reached the moon in just 9 hours, while the Apollo missions took a full 90 hours, 10 times faster. Even so, it still took 9 full years to reach Pluto. You might think that it could slow down and take its time capturing images. Not at all. New Horizons didn't slow down. It flew past Pluto at 50,000 kilometers per hour. The entire imaging window lasted only a few days. At its closest, it was just 12,500 kilometers from Pluto's surface. Under these extreme conditions, New Horizons snapped photos furiously, recording all the data. Then it began slowly transmitting everything back to Earth. Sending all the data took a full 16 months. When the first batch of high-resolution images arrived, the world was in awe. The heart was named Sputnik Planitia. It wasn't a random formation, it's an enormous ice plain. What kind of ice? Not water ice, but nitrogen ice. Here's why that matters. Pluto's surface temperature drops to -229 degrees Celsius. Water here is harder than rock and can't move at all. But nitrogen freezes into ice at this temperature, and it can flow slowly, much like glaciers on Earth. So the heart you see is actually a slowly moving nitrogen ice ocean. Even more astonishing, this ice plain has almost no impact craters, which indicates it's geologically very young. In planetary geology, fewer craters mean a newer surface. Scientists estimate this ice plain is only about 10 million years old. For the 4.6 billion-year-old solar system, that's practically yesterday. Why is it so young? Because this heart is still beating. Its surface is covered with giant polygonal patterns, each spanning tens of kilometers. Scientists believe these are convection cells. Ice rises from the bottom as it warms, then cools and sinks back down. Pluto is so cold. Where does the heat come from? This leads to the most shocking discovery. Beneath Pluto's surface, there may really be a liquid water ocean. We used to think that being so far from the Sun, Pluto started as an icy little ball, but evidence shows the opposite is true. What's the evidence? The surface cracks. If a planet starts hot and then cools, it contracts, and its crust wrinkles and folds. But Pluto's cracks are stretched open. This suggests it expanded, or at least didn't contract severely. There's a persistent heat source inside, enough heat to keep subsurface ice in liquid form. A planet on the edge of the solar system at -200+ degrees may harbor a warm ocean beneath its crust. If Pluto is typical of Kuiper Belt objects, then the outer solar system could hide many similar ocean worlds. We've been searching for water on Mars, Europa, and Enceladus, but the most distant corners of the solar system might actually be a reservoir of liquid water. Pluto, at the edge of the solar system, signals its presence to Earth with a heart. It's not just a cold little dwarf planet. It may conceal a warm ocean beneath the surface. This means our understanding of the solar system's outer reaches is far from complete. Even the most remote and lonely worlds could potentially harbor life. Every exploration reshapes our understanding of the universe and of ourselves. Pluto tells us that even in the farthest, coldest places, there can be surprises and warmth.